Hey you folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play for RimWorld. We're still in Alpha 15. We're running effectively the same mods as last time, none of the Reddit out ones. I turned off the vegetable garden as well, because I think that was just adding a lot of extra noise that doesn't really change the game too much. So, mostly playing the same mod as last time. Now, in the past, most of my bases have been quite big and expansive. And while that's fun to play, I think we've lost a lot of efficiency from having over large bases. So what I'm going to try to do this time is build relatively compact, including I'm probably going to keep my colonist bedrooms very, very, very small. Because while they sleep, the size doesn't really affect them that much, although there's some pros and cons to that. But we will have to counter that with somewhat more spacious other rooms so that their space need improves throughout the day to counteract the fact that it may not be ideal at night. So a nice big dining room, for example, a nice big workshop as well will be important. But we are going to start a new colony. We're going to use the standard crash-landed start. I like that quite a bit. But for the very first time, instead of playing Standard Classic, I'm going to play on Phoebe Chillax. We are going to play on Extreme over here. So the disasters and everything are going to be just as intense, but we will have a little bit more time in between them so they don't get stockpiled quite as much. And I think, I think that might let us just have a little bit more fun building this time rather than always be on the verge of collapse nonstop. So we're going to do that. We'll, I don't know, some sort of randomized seed. Aletta, there we go. That'll be a seed for our world. We're going to generate the world over here, which happens pretty quickly. And I think we're going to go for a relatively... have we done a tropical rainforest in a long time? Well, it's very hot here. Although I kind of like winter. If we do this, then we don't need greenhouses, which is nice, and we don't need warm clothing either. Obviously, that, makes things pretty easy. We may have to worry about, like, heat stroke and things like that, and coolers will become that much more important. Yeah, the year-round growth actually makes things a lot easier. Since we're playing on Phoebe Chillax, we're not going to go super-duper easy. I'm going to try for a relatively cold, temperate forest. Looks like right over here. There we go. Something like that. Oh, flat. We want a little bit more hilly or mountainous. Large hills. Boreal forest. There we go. That sounds good to me. So we should have a decent amount of trees. We will have some hills, but not necessarily enough to, like, carve directly into the mountain. It'll get quite cold in the winter. It's got a pretty short growing period, which will make a greenhouse important for us. I think I like average temperature 0.1 Celsius. Yep, I like it. I think that will balance out the fact that we'll have a little bit more time between disasters. We're going to randomize to make sure that there's... ideally, I would like everyone to be able to do everything. Some things are more important than others. Too smart is definitely going to be too bad. Very neurotic is going to be too harsh as well. Too smart is sucky. All right, this might work for us. Psychically sensitive, obviously not great. Fast walker and careful shooter, actually, is quite nice. Your shooting skill, you don't have much passion for it. Which is a little bit unfortunate. So you might, I was going to say, oh, this might make a good hunter, perhaps. The other thing it can do with Fast Walker is put you in a really good situation to haul. You're very good at researching. And actually, you're crafting, you know what? You are definitely going to be part of our little party over here. Greedy and too smart. Nope. Nervous, and you can't haul. Nope. And you can't skilled labor. What? You can't dumb labor. Can't dumb labor. That won't do. You are a pothead. You can't care or social. You are a hard worker, which is nice. Heat tolerant doesn't really matter much. But you have no passion for everything. Your skills are pretty low. We already have... Oh, optimist is nice. I was going to say, we already have a pro researcher. Your skills are less impressive. You're kind of redundant, is the problem. So we may not keep you. Cold lover and industrious is very nice. You're also good at medicine. Good at growing. Industrious is that going to really help us? You're also a decent shooter. I mean, we'll keep you. Just not sure how the Industrious is necessarily going to combo with some of the other things. But that's going to be okay. So, out of these two... also, we need someone who's a better social person. Although, a really good animal trainer is nice. I don't know which one of these two to keep. We only got a 5 social. Here we got a 6 and a bit of passion for it. We got a lot more passion for lots of things all over the place. I guess we've got the psychically sensitive, which isn't quite as nice. An optimist is actually really good. Okay, you know what? We're gonna keep Rada. Skill-wise, not quite as impressive, but we're gonna do that. It'd be nice if we rolled someone who was even much better at social. Is there anything else we're desperate for? Well, actually, we do need a good crafter, which Acacia is. Maybe we'll keep you. So everyone can do everything. You're going to be a great crafter for us. We don't start with a fantastic cook, but we've got someone with a little bit of passion for it. So that may be what Acacia ends up doing. Yeah, and it'd be nice if you were the hard worker, but I think we're going to do that. You've got an old gunshot wound. You're going to be in constant pain all the time, which that is really not desirable, is it? In our initial people? All right, you know what? We're going to re-roll you. You can't dumb labor, so that's not going to be any good. You've got heart blockage. You can't dumb labor. Dumb labor. You can't violent or scary. Psychically hypersensitive and nervous. Annoying voice and an old gunshot wound. I mean, I might be, like, trying a little too hard here. What do we have here? Not super impressive. A really good medic. But we already have that. Hard worker. You're a pessimist. That's only -6. And the bite scar. Can't caring or social. Good shooter. Steadfast. Slothful. Your global work speed is poor. But it doesn't affect your movement speed. I mean, you might say construct a little bit slower. I think Matthew here... Oh, yeah, I got to bring up my name list. I think Matthew here is going to be a great pick for a hauler and hunter for us. Because, yeah, full-time hauler, hunter, and I suppose cleaner as well. That works out okay. And I think that's going to be extraordinarily handy. So let's go and give you a nickname. I just got to go and randomize my list here. One moment. Sort sheet. Blammo. So you are going to be... Well, we're going to keep the M, apparently. Because you're going to be M... Grayon 30 or 2, so it's 2 technically the username, but I'll leave out the number. M Grayon over here, excellent. And over here we're gonna have Mimber, and then we're gonna have James. I mean, I do have the prepare carefully mod. I mean, I could really tune who our people are, and you're gonna be, I guess, calm like that. That's going to be okay. But I think, you know, I still like the randomization. Randomize it until you end up with 3 non-terrible people. Because most likely, most of the people who are going to jump into your base are going to be absolutely miserable. So let's make sure our first 3 are at least competent and not broken people. Yes, we've got some new mods coming in. Excellent. And we wake up from the crypto sleep. Here in the Boreal Forest. Alright, let's take a quick look at the map. What do we have here? Ooh, Caribou Tribe. Of course, they can go and... decide to counterattack and revenge, but they're not as dangerous as some. We got some meals over there. We got this. All right, first of all, one of the mods I did install from the last time is the unforbid tools. Also, unforbid everything is nice. Unforbid all forbidden items on the entire map. Click to activate. Hold shift to include skeletons and non-fresh corpses. Yeah, no, I want to leave that alone. Unforbid everything. Boom. Awesome. God damn, that is such an awesome little quality of life thing. So I don't have to worry about the fact that, you know, oh, I missed these, like, meals over here at some point, and they've been sitting there forever, and some squirrels ate them all. What are you? This is our pet? Darcy? Shush, go away, that's not what I'm looking for. Darcy is a monkey. Huh. You're probably pretty smart. Trainable intelligence is advanced. Can you haul? Carrying capacity. And your diet, liquor. Wildness is 60%. Okay, which does affect your speed of training. So you're going to be a little harder to train, but you can be trained. I mean, we'll certainly, like... Oh, no, you can't haul. It's too small. So you can't do anything except be a pet. We'll give you some obedience training. Oh well. So no awesome little puppy dog for us, which is too bad. Alright. Let's figure out our work setup over here. Yes, firefight. Yes, patient. Yes, doctor. Bed rest. And turn on flicking for everything. Negotiate over here. Animal handling. We're just going to turn off. I may not bother, especially since we don't have a huge passion for it and it's going to be harder to train the monkey. We may just leave that off for now. All right, so we have no one with the passion for cooking, which is a damn shame. Let me turn most of these off right now. We're not going to necessarily start with cooking, and then we'll figure out what we're turning on for who. If I recall correctly, Grayon is going to be our primary hauler, to the point where I may just do that exclusively. And Mimber is going to be our scientist. What I think I'm going to do is set you to manage, then research, and then we'll figure out the rest. Grayon, you're going to haul, then clean. And what I'm going to do sometimes is probably just bring down the hauling and force a bunch of, like, cleaning en masse or something like that. The herbalist, you are probably going to prioritize growing above all things. In terms of construct, M. Grayon does have the passion for that. We don't have anyone with any particular... Wow, you guys are terrible at it. So Grayon's gotta have to do the construction. Above hauling, probably. I'm just gonna have to make sure not to overwhelm him with construction so that things do actually get hauled. And I'm gonna go and put on, again, the plant cut for everyone, because I'm quite keen on doing something of that nature. We could do some berries, we could do this, do that. Oh, let's remind ourselves who is the top shooter. So we got a 6, an 8, and an 8, with M. Grayon absolutely being the best for that, and having a lot of passion for it, which does make you naturally the hunter. I'll go and turn this on now as somewhat of a reminder, but probably what we'll do is set up some sort of priority queue that goes like hauling above hunting, all right, something like that. If I don't assign anything to hunt, it's not really going to matter too much, but you are clearly going to take the survival rifle, and Mimber with the 6 will take the pistol. Oh, actually, never mind, sorry. Calm is going to take the pistol. Mimber, I guess you'll just take the knife for now, even though it's really not helpful. We'll have to get you some extra guns. That's going to be good. All right, we're going to be able to base. We can set up fishing quite early, which is nice. I think for our base, this is relatively central. And we've got the mountain here. We've got this. Like, we could sort of divide the map in half. It's a little inconvenient with the water, because obviously we can't build on top of that as is. Although maybe we can do something about that later on. I think if we build our base sort of here, again, we can get the geothermals, and then later on what we can do is we can dig through this aspect, wall that off over here, get a nice other open area. I kind of dig that. We're going to have to plan a little bit for our greenhouses. I don't remember how big the outdoor, not the outdoor light, but the sun lamp is, which we do have right from the beginning. If, let's see. Is there a good way to calculate it? Something like this. I'm just going to plop it down. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it goes up 5 in both directions. So an 11 by 11 area will be perfect, although it'll be missing the corners. But that's okay. So I will go and designate a growing area right away. That might just be an 11 by 11 potato area. Say somewhere over here. Is there like a dead zone in there? Oh yeah, there's a little bit of marsh, which might be okay, but does feel a little bit awkward. So let's do, no, not there either. Maybe here. 11 by 11 growing area, like that. I don't necessarily want them all to be potatoes. I think what I'll do is I'll delete a corner, keeping in mind, of course, that there will be a heater taking up some space there as well. I'll do something like that, and we are going to prep a secondary growing area here, which I don't know if we can do heel root yet, but I'm going to set up a heel root growing area. And then later on, what we're going to do, because it is spring, so we should be able to grow here, but I will wall this off, put a sun lamp in there, get heaters, probably 2 heaters, 1 in each corner, and probably a battery inside of each one of these as well. I do still have the mod for the tiled soil, or tilled soil, so I am going to go ahead and do that. Actually, I will leave out the corners. You know what, we'll put it in. We can always, I don't know if we can build on top of that later or not, but we will go ahead and get that going for maximum growth potential. All right, that's going to be fine. We'll also be chopping down some trees around here. I mean, obviously all those trees right here are going to get chopped, but we'll need a little bit more wood than that to get started. So we'll do this. We do have plant cutting in a relatively high priority, so let's get that going. Need warm clothes, need colonist beds. That's fine. So we're going to start working on the soil. And then we'll be planting as well. People have their sickness. That's right. We got this random monkey running around. What's your monkey? His name again? Darcy. Darcy the monkey. You know what I have to say? I think Darcy's an excellent name for a monkey. I think that's good. So we'll just prep this area, get the planting done, and then we will try to quickly set up a bit of a room for our people to sleep in. And then an attached dining room and attached storage area as well. Probably what I'll do is set that up sort of here-ish. And yeah, we're going to go with relatively minimal bedrooms. Especially early on, that's going to be fine. Hell, early on I often don't even bother building, beds or an actual bedroom. I just put some random sleeping spots onto the ground. So you're going to work on that. That's okay. And construct is there. I mean, we may have to unlock constructing for more people. I'm already a little bit worried about some people doing too much, but it's going to be okay. Well, I guess Com's going to do the growing. Plant cuttings there. And I will give them, like, low priority hauling jobs if they've literally got nothing else to do. There's nowhere to haul things to right yet, but that's going to be okay. So we're working on that, chopping down the trees. Yes, we're all good with that. And who's our constructor again? M. Grayon. Okay. Right, who's currently doing the flooring over here, which is totally okay. We may have wanted to, like, do the flooring before the plants. I don't know if... I think one might be supplanting the other, so we might be wasting a little bit of our planting time over here and having to redo it, but that's not the end of the world. At least the floor goes pretty fast, actually. We might even get another tick of construction experience before we start the next build, which is good, because now we're going to have to be concerned a little bit about material. Okay, a little bit more vomiting. Wonderful stuff. Lovely. Just really exciting. Okay, let's make some plans for our sleeping area over here. So, I guess it's furniture, and I'm just going to plan sleep spots to start off with. So, leave a little bit of a gap over there, and I'm going to make tiny little bedrooms. I'm going to, like, allocate room for, like, five beds to start off with. I mean, obviously we don't have that many people, but that's going to be our initial plan. And then what we can do is plan that our rooms are literally just going to be this. Just really, really, really quite miserable. Like that. And then what we'll end up with is a larger area over here, and here, and here. And the idea is this will be... have a dining area, a little bit of workshops over here, and then a big storage area over there. And we'll be having a door there, there, there. I guess we can't have it centered, but that's okay. There and there. Something like that. Okay. So we're going to start the construction. Planting's going to finish. We've got some people doing a little bit of hauling. We do have it set up that haulers do haul building materials to places. Even if they're not set to construction, the haulers will go and bring stuff over, which is quite handy. And M. Gran will be the only person actually doing it. Temperature is 17 right now, which is good because you're apparently half naked. Yeah, pants. You've got 2 sets of trousers on, and a fedora, but you're shirtless, which seems like an interesting and odd decision. All right, you're gonna do that. Oh, and I guess I could put the stockpile down right now. Zone is what I'm looking for. Stockpile goes there, like that. So, I mean, I'm still building these areas a little bit bigger, but I think that's going to be okay. And I am going to have to counteract the fact that they have, like, no space in their bedrooms. So that'll be a little bit more spacious, especially once we get rid of the trees. We'll put down some flooring over here as well, and that's going to be okay. Oh, and we do have the growth experience. Of course we do, to start on the heal route right away, which is really nice. It is really nice. And probably what we'll do is we'll put another attached greenhouse right next to this one later on. And that should be, like... that should probably be plenty, especially if we can supplant it with a little bit of hunting. What are you over here? A lynx. Interesting. Gren's just going for a walk, which I guess is okay. What I should do is adjust our sleep schedule again. Something like this. Just in case, you know, they could wake up earlier. Because otherwise they will be restricted to just sleeping that long. Alright, so they're going to do some tree chopping to get things out of the way. Grayon's just still taking a walk. You know what? I'm not going to say that you can never take a walk, buddy, but now is really, really a bad time. And hopefully you got enough wood to do all this. You're going to consume a survival meal. Again, also would be nice if you could haul this stuff at this point. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Build, build, build. Now, really, I do want the bedrooms up maybe sooner. Guess I could have canceled this stuff. Just get the bedroom and the main room up first. But I don't know. This should go relatively fast, assuming we've got enough wood for it all. That might be the one exception. We are chopping down the trees that are in the way, so we are getting a little bit more wood along the way. And yeah, you know what? I'm betting we've got tons. Tons. It's also worth noting that my construction priority, one of the little mods that I've got installed, prioritize construction of roofs, because sometimes you can go a shocking amount of time without a roof getting built. But now they will build it as quickly as they can. Now, I know we don't have a manager's table yet, but I'm going to pre-set up our wood job over here to say, keep the home No, I don't think we have to actually do any of that. But yeah, allow logging all over of mature trees. Keep the wind turbines done. Manage that. That's going to be okay. And I don't know if we need to do anything else. And actually, that might end up, like, tagging too many trees too often. I don't know. It's probably okay. Again, we don't have the manager's table down yet, but we'll see what we can do. Alright, so good and focused. Just get the survival up. Yeah, get all the roofs set up. That gets walled in. I'm going to get you to prioritize finishing this bedroom section right there. Thank you very much. Then we'll get the walls up, and then I'll probably get some very early beds up as well. Not that, you know, Greyon's going to be able to make some particularly nice beds yet, but it'll go... This should be, hopefully, like, not miserable. I will not be using the build quality to limit the quality of the bed that gets built, though. So this is growing a little bit of vomit in the field, but that's okay. Get a good night's sleep. Tomorrow we finish the walls, and then actually I'll probably build the dining room table first, and then work on the beds. That way people can stop eating their food on the floor. We'll get some lights in here. Electricity comes pretty quickly. What do we have here? Gold ore. That's interesting. We've got wooden walls over here, which is interesting. I don't think I've ever seen pre-built wooden walls. Compacted machine. Where's the closest source of steel? What? Whoa, and that's actually quite the construction down here, too. What the hell's going on with this map? But seriously, though, that's more compact machinery, compacted machinery. I guess there's some steel there. There. Wow, and up here. It's very inconvenient, and actually, the fact that none of it's very close is bad. Maybe there's a little pile of steel somewhere in the middle of this. Oh, there's some steel over there. I don't think I'd noticed. Yes, we need defenses. Right now, our defenses would mostly be probably piling up here behind these stones. And that's about it. I guess what I could do is set up a dumping stockpile, say, over here. Like this, to use as defenses. And then perhaps another one, yeah, down here like this. And then we'll haul these stones. I'm just going to start with the ones in the base here. Boom. And then that, sure. And then maybe these two. Okay. We'll get those out of the way. And because people don't have anything else to do, everyone's helping out with the hauling, which I'm quite keen on early on here. I mean, maybe hauling these stones isn't the most important thing, but they are going to be considered ugly. So it might not be too bad to just quickly get them out of the way. Excellent. So, these... and deconstruct you guys, and then I will instruct furniture, bed, there, and there. So I'm not going to force a particular build quality. If they end up being poor beds, well, that's just the way it's going to have to be, because we don't have that much time. Oh, I think I said that I was going to do the dining room table. So just a short table. I mean, really, if we want to make sure people don't feel too crowded, what I should probably do is not sticking next to the wall. I mean, right in the middle might be ideal. Let's go ahead and do that. And I don't think we need 4 chairs. Let me just go and build 2 there, and they'll sit a little bit more centralized, and hopefully we'll feel like they've got a lot of space going on. And that's going to be sufficient. So yeah, you're going, taking out those little bushes and the trees and whatnot. That is done, so I'm just going to get rid of the sleeping spot. So that people start using those instead. And yeah, we'll clear this out with trees. What we'll do is we're going to be building floor in here. I guess we don't have any floor in the bedrooms, but that'll be okay. We will make a change later. They're not, well, I don't know. They might actually deal with these tiny, tiny little bedrooms for quite a long time. Construction fails, which wastes time. Another bed done over here. Gonna cancel you. Maybe with these, before I go and do anything, I will go and say, hey, let's go and build some wooden floor. And actually under all the doors as well. That's going to be okay. Might not represent the highest priority stuff, but maybe we can make things just slightly prettier. So we got some steel over there. So this is all stuff being hauled in, which is good. Looks like we did haul in all the trees at this point. We'll do some more tree chopping later, but I'm very excited to actually just let them finish their time doing the hauling. Mostly we've got Greyon going to work. Even though Greyon's actually the primary hauler, everyone else is doing it right now because there's nothing else going on. We've got some visitors who might have something to trade as well. And you're going to go and haul that, which is okay. And what we're going to do is, I guess I'll move these beds. That's probably the best way of doing it. You're going to move you there. And, whoops, you're going to move that there. Then we can do the flooring properly. Oh, you're getting those survival meals that were way off there. Yep. Bit of a long walk, but probably good to bring them in as quickly as possible. You're going to eat that sitting down. You're going to be hauling some more steel. I cannot complain about that. Okay, then what we're going to do is, yeah, we're going to get some flooring done down over there. And then we'll build beds and then get rid of that last sleeping spot. I don't know how someone can sleep where the trees are, but apparently that is allowed. Who's our top, like, negotiator? It is Mimber. So that's alright. We'll get you to talk with... Oh, there it is, May. Go talk to May. No. Oh. We could sell some of these components right now, to be honest, because we don't need that many. And there's tons of ship parts that we can mine out. There's actually some crash ships that we can sell, or that decompile. So I'm going to sell 20 of them. We're going to keep 10. That's going to be okay. Some Wake Up right now might be really good. It is an addictive stimulant, though. How much are you charging for it? Quite a bit. I don't think we're going to... I don't know. I think we're just going to sell the 20 components and call that good enough. Okay. I would really actually like to do the drug thing this time, because we haven't for a little while. And they did add this cool mod with really good potential mechanics over there, and it's just not, you know, hasn't come up yet. There you go. You're going to go to sleep. Excellent. These guys may not be super happy about their stay because they're sleeping on the floor. We'll see if we can get some guest quarters done a little bit faster this time. And that will have to be a somewhat bigger area, I think. But I don't know. Maybe what we could do is flag a couple of these beds for that. We will also need a somewhat bigger area for the prisoners because they're actually going to be awake in their bedrooms. And so space actually makes more of a difference there. But if we... Oh, this is going to be Tiny Town. To try to emphasize the fact that I want to try to keep things smaller. So we take a look at your needs. Nothing to kill. Yeah, see, you're not being bothered right now from the bedroom. So I think this is actually really good for us. We'll save a lot of resources, a lot of space, have less area to clean, which is nice. You know, that's all very good. We are going to go and deconstruct that, and I will say that we will want a floor built over here. That's going to be fine. Still avoid ancient danger. Okay. So that's danger number 1. It wouldn't surprise me if there was more of that. D for danger. They were disappointed with their stay. Yeah, well, I mean, I understand. I totally understand. They were, you know, they're in the dark, and here, it looks miserable. Everything sucks. I gotcha. I understand. A little bit more hauling is happening. No one's actually idle, which is still nice. Gren's got some construction to do. He's got the material for it, which is good. I do want to floor this area, but I don't think that's going to be the same sort of priority. Well, in a sense it is, because the beauty of this room is actually a lot more important than the beauty of the bedroom. But I was just going to be annoyed by the trees more than anything else. So, I'm going to do this, which does leave us more beds than we need, but that's okay. I'm going to haul some more steel. Totally all right with that. And I think we will want some power set up quite quickly. So I think what might be handy is for us to go and set up a wind turbine that, like, hangs over the marsh, so it's less of an area for us to worry about. And do that. And I do quite like to pair it with a solar panel, which doubles up the consistency of getting power on any given day. So, obviously, the solar panels don't work at night. The wind turbines only work some of the time when the wind is blowing. Between the two of them, that should be a fair amount of consistent power. And then we'll stick a battery in here. I'm actually going to stick the battery inside of the stockpile room, because it's considered to be quite ugly, so we don't want our people near that too much. Getting information about something, that's fine. We'll run a power conduit that goes like this. And I guess through here, that's going to be okay for now. And then we'll get some lights set up and things. Also enable somewhat different, like, cooking tools and whatnot. We don't have a cooking tool set up yet, and we will want that soon. How are our potatoes coming along? 61%. Excellent. Our survival meals will keep lasting for now, so I'm quite excited about that. You'll do that. We've got our first mad animal. It's a crazed raccoon. Heading towards the base. Let's recruit everyone, have them hang out outside. Fairly accurate shooters. We only have 2 weapons right now. There we are. Excellent. And right now our stockpiles here are also set for like dead animals, which is not ideal, but we don't have a butcher's table set up or anything like that. So again, not any sense for us to go and do any hunting quite yet. Now these guys might be a little bit vulnerable to being attacked by people, but we'll deal with that later on. Actually, it'll always be a little hard. Well, you know, it'll be hard to completely box them in, but that'll have to do for now. Get the battery hooked up, and then of course we still need the power. Well, that's going to be a fine start. And actually, I think put a lamp right there next to that table. It's not going to light up the room super lots, but it won't be completely dark. Although it won't be lit at all until we get the power conduits finished, but that's nearly done. Wasting a little bit of material, but there we go. Boom! Let there be light. Wonderful. Okay. Oh, that's a good little start. I think I'm quite keen on that. We've got everything enclosed. We've got power. We've got beds. We don't have any work stuff yet, so we're gonna have to work on that soon. Get the butchery going on. Get the dining table getting on. Get a research going on. I do want us to have very aggressive research. Remember, I want you to basically spend all your time researching when you're not doing the management. We may put a few of the workstations outside just because I want to avoid this area feeling too cramped. Which is still going to be the case a little bit while there's trees. When we do set up the flooring in here, which is going to be the easiest way for me to tell, you know, they'll also chop down the trees. We got plenty of wood for that, and flooring's not a huge job. It'll beautify this room a lot, get rid of the clutter, and I think will definitely help keep people's mood up a little bit higher. Very excited about that. Thank you very much for watching, folks, and I'll see you guys next time.